legal practitioner to me at the Ghana ya attorney general no ako jiremu ewo Supreme Court as ebuja any asem kitwa. Now we say can we serious young legal practitioner? Yes, your friend is Shafiq Osman, as you can see on your screen. Now and some of the money are interested no we dey nyabo che be bobrem. Now as usual before said the be a share here no, so currently me and share here fi ho. What is happening in Ghana? So currently uko piemu ewo Ghana krati ya unu screen issue your friend Shafiq Osman or the zankrata we akopie mu ewo Supreme Court. Now ne kasa ni nyina ne se nkomo nyina ne se or challenge some policies of mission schools ewo Ghana, especially specifically school bit say Wesley Girls Senior High School adenti ana do mission school there but omu prohibiti omu person mepre ama nkremofo enso etimi aso omu nkremosom no ewo school. But mind you, what makes this conversation very interesting is that when we talk about mission schools have been existing in Ghana even since independence. The 1992 constitution in issue about 2 mission schools in Ghana and normal policies and normal constitutions no. I'm building far even before the 1992 constitution of Ghana. The policies are holding almost schools no say no. It has been existing before the 1992 constitution of Ghana. And today, we have a legal practitioner who is saying, say, those kind of policies no are a woman school or problem with it. In the abiding no nye bibi and found. Now, no, so Emma Dominic Agini, Yura, and so it means semi betu da. Initially, in the statement, we would be to give it to say, Supreme Court on share, Nasan semi 1 ton. What do you say? Uko Piemo Ghana, northerners no. Specifically, most of them on one NEC4. Most of them on one Islamic worshippers. So definitely, necessary. Dominic Ayidi or the stronghold on Motoma Partia currently then buy as an attorney general. For majority of them, no, are now all better and same say. Necessary in general sense, no only one in call for an idea. Enya
attorney general in Ghana. It may be he doesn't know what he's doing. The president of Ghana must sack this attorney general for bringing another chaos in Ghana. Why the attorney general is bringing this issue again? No way this attorney general can bring another chaos in Ghana again. The current president, I don't blame the attorney general sometimes for what he says, because all these issues also some of the Muslims cannot even talk because of what? Political issue. Why? You are sitting there. Those schools are missionary schools are what? Funded and covered by the what? The taxpayers' money, which all those taxpayers, the Muslims, the Christians, the non-Muslims, the non-Christians, they all pay taxes to fund the school. And the Constitution of Ghana in 1992 also says something about this. Why? This is the main reason why I'm telling a lot of my Muslims brothers and sisters. We have so many Islamic schools across the Ghana. If these people still don't want to accommodate your words, take your words to the Muslim schools. We have so many Islamic schools around the globe, but we need to fight for our right also. This is what is going on. Ghana is not a Christian country. Ghana is not a Muslim country. Ghana is a country for each and every one of us. Nobody is superior than anyone in Ghana. No one. Nobody. I'm calling the president of Ghana and I'm calling the Ghana Educational Unit. I'm calling the Minister of Education, Aruna Idrisu, and the rest, and the Muslim caucus, and the Muslim MPs. All of them have to come together. All the Muslim organizations have to fight against this, what is going on by the Attorney General.
Bismillah min ash-shaytan rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. My fellow brothers and sisters, I say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have a short message to Honorable Dominic Agini, Attorney General, Republic of Ghana. Mr. Minister, you have no moral right. You have no moral right to determine who should worship what at which school or what school. You have no moral right. You don't have any authority to determine who should worship what. Your boss, President John Dramani Mahama, he made a proclamation. He said it emphatically. He quoted the Constitution during the Thanksgiving service he attended, the Muslim Thanksgiving service. He made his point. He made a categoric statement that his government will make sure the Muslim student wear her hijab everywhere she goes, and then he will make sure that all Muslims, they can practice and manifest their religion wherever they go. So under what authority are you the Constitution now? You want to tell us who should worship what? You have no moral right to do that. This guy is a recipe for disaster. We are calling upon His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to fire this guy with immediate effect. If not, this guy will cause a very huge civil war in Ghana. Why am I saying this? There's an issue between Wesley Guest and one Usman. The case is before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is gonna sit on the case tomorrow. Yesterday, you as the Attorney General, you came out saying the Wesley girls, they don't have no right. So far as these Wesley girls people, so far as they are being sponsored by state funds, everybody in Ghana have every right to go to that school, worship whoever they want to worship. If our taxpayers' money is being used to fund that school, so who are you, Dominic Ayini, to tell us what we should do? You have no moral right. We are calling upon all all ministers of state, the Muslim ministers of state. You guys should rise up. Should rise to this guy. He is a recipe for disaster. You have no moral right to say who should worship who. Let's watch the video of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama during the Thanksgiving service. Let's watch the video and then...
To uphold the constitutional provision that Ghanaians are free to belong to any religion and to profess their religion. Professing our religion includes how we dress. And so in that vein, we will protect the rights of Muslim women to wear their hijabs.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Mr. Dominic Ayini, this is your boss, John Dramani Mahama, making those proclamations. So you have no moral right, no right whatsoever. And we are telling you, if you touch our religion, we also gonna come on you like Kakai. You have no right to say who should worship who. Let the law take its own course. Let the Supreme Court sit on the case and make a determination. You have no moral right. We all saw what happened during between Achimota and those Rastafarian girls. Those two Rastafarian boys. We all saw what happened. So you have no right. You have no moral right. We are telling you, you are nobody to tell us who should worship who at which school. So far as every Ghanaian has every right to access any public school of their choices. Salamu alaikum.
Cremophone. Woman John say, now we enter about mission schools in Ghana. Or more prohibit here. They don't want to allow us to have freedom of worship. Even your school, now more force to convert into other religion. Any other issue will so catch as the Supreme Court. Any year 74. I was and the Ghanaians have talking to you though. But here the story detail, get further interesting. Shafik, Sembi, Supreme Court say, Sir, we cremoni now PM Wesley Girls Senior High School. And no maybe to say, person observing Islamic, practices be to say, wearing hijab. Shemu abatabon thing when a name. Yam permit my own and say hijab. Wesley Girls. Another thing, and game of 1 more 30 days fasting, also no. They don't permit you. Yet you say ya an abomination with school more. But mind you, this school we are talking about is a mission school. School. But yet, Shafik is giving the Supreme Court reasons as to why it was a samurai with policies we be found because Ghana. And Fapima original said these mission schools are Ghana. They are being funded by the government. The government is assisting them financially. The taxpayers' money near the access to Amadia. Then what right do they have? Said the taxpayers' money will be a TBA, and this MPP will be a TBA. Now, Baba says, "Oh, my cool wait for and enjoy it." What are you talking about? Ochiemu said, even the 5 daily prayers, woman, as soon as was said, as in heaven, my woman. Woman did say a way of connecting to Allah, woman, Yankopon. See, what these schools are practicing, and don't you Wahara, and so the Supreme Court should do something about this too. I do make a choice, say the Supreme Court, no, the Attorney General initially the statement become our Supreme Court say, "Sound same way as Shafiq Kano." Supreme Court and Tonchene. But apparently, the Attorney General, as I didn't say, a year the Supreme Court, I watch the Supreme Court say, "Share Supreme Court." Initially, me catch was to Shafiq in 72. But this time, sir, me some am the better word him. The person will be home. Now, ye be free. Now, me want same be car. Attorney General, me want same be car. Now, me be home because in some now Shafiq aid no man has Shafiq aid and Tashum will Ghana. Now, what are some of the things? The Attorney General, I can't hear you NEC for. Currently, of which we believe, sir, most of the NECs normally claim for. You know that. One more da, ABC ayen. So the first thing, the Attorney General actually say amend the one in some initial bit to done. I say the Supreme Court, you know, and taking it carefully. Now, one trend 70 years. These schools we are talking about, priorly, almost a missing schools, almost grammar for school, almost missing schools. Almost GDA, almost some this almost more trading upon your Allah. Supreme Court on found to assume one challenge. A missing schools will be freedom, will be right. We're seeing a missing school. And today, bay, and a crati in some working. Secondly, also Supreme Court and respecting the faith of the school. School don't faith, you know. It should be respected. Obinti mi kobon Raman Karanta, and also obinti mi kobon Ram Mosque. No can't mosque for. Say, more Mokasa film no ala walk bad on this adede no hano no no the opeshata wale nyompa e manu ntumi ntie nti ono so akoto you know sound system bigger than even these ones e dey akosi mosque apampam to also distract yenuanum shimufo se omu yedede nti ono so person ocho bunyas obi ntimi nkoye sa adoma tie I know the Attorney General me na me dey show what are some basic sense obi ntimi nko che yenuanum kremofo what to do when they are making those noises no area we respect every faith bia mine. And so in general sense the Attorney General stated in this letter or say we should respect the faith of the mission schools. And also the next thing Attorney General editor and say also make a referral, you know, a case study in same be see here BBC BPM Supreme Court now the Supreme Court in the back here unko hwe a C0URT case no on a bonfe fifth case no is here it was in relation to these matters. He stretched to the Supreme Court say religious schools no when it comes to say Shafiq catch Supreme Court say omoje aban sika and the support to it only right to be asked omo pamon nkura bi and also restricting nkura bi no what say Supreme Court enkai a case study been same year see some time ago of face after the ruling no ebeto da say school be a mission school in Ghana now say that school no or you funded by the government and also assisted by the government still they hold the right of autonomy. Utiepa obi anyone obetimi atake omutumi say mission school no every woman say and the Supreme Court no onhwe na onhye ne so pa oye was stretch here brother say even when we are looking at history very carefully these schools Ghana before independence they were there. System of education abuild the basic na nyina no omo na ahwe Ghana no ansa kra na yebeji independence. Most of the politicians omo enjoy free education and the Ghana be pemimami nkame and lay all these foundations. And so if say the government is funding them and assisting them financially, and your papa be na buy no missing schools now your papa more money for free some time ago without taking a dime. It is an emerald rule. Say these missing schools in Yamwa, that's a buy no assist to one. Supreme Court and ensure that case study no and I will refer be BSc one kind. So I'm holding to me. So I'm practicing on my faith. I was schools. And so still, as I'm talking to you, Shafiq, the also Wajina, baby Wajina. So far as Ghana Honomu, and that abine and a support to mission schools, Nenkwa dear. Abine be found. On stopping schools, but say Wesley girls from stopping Muslims from practicing a one way of worship. And we ain't jaw mom show me hijab. Yen jaw no mo classroom missing school no mo so mo see Christo no na mo nim ye no mo see ye so mo nyado ye no. entity amount for education mu no ai aban ne nya bibi na wo mu sing kra ne kwan from 5 daily prayers so mo practice no hijab no any that 30 days fasting nyina yema wo mo practice Islam so wo mo so practice bi these mission schools the way they say my currently the Supreme Court obi ho say me ma dwen jere ne say said the Ghana initially na Christianity rate no very high na Christians AC permit Muslims no so worship system of worship money being here Ghana without interfering in their business and then aso this year na Islam one so sorry dan ba ko sia say the musi more that freedom e bi anim si bofo wo de wa ho dwene they won't even respect you be freedom. It's a mission school for Christ's sake. We see school no for only believe in faith. This is me. Maybe me club. Na me club no. We see amount of me chiso ha. Na so far ba bigina. Say ade na mama amount for chiso. But time Bible ne property ba bigina. In general sense, so nko onye boni bia. But when I allow that to happen, you think say I saw that be brewo Ghana no. If I allow that to happen, say ni pe penyamesem etia na nkoma nkwa so dem. Omo pe enidie. Atu omo ho to switch number club. So the moment I may allow someone to intrude into that space of freedom, I'm there man for so mejo me. Say juma no club e be good that very night. Be lose business. Me ba ko blame nyankopon di nyansa 2 me 3. Say me adwuma. Say de no ama adwuma egu. And I'm going to blame woman free. Said this is not what they wanted to buy. Ghana and Yanyan San or fall. Papa. Greediness, selfishness, Yan wretched. When you can the immediate mechanical crater. Ubufu Krana, what the quad you ma, Usum Jebekata, and Quasamna would you know. We have allowed people to enjoy freedom of worship. In fact, comforting the baby, you know. A mechanic money and I say, a Christopher said, more better no system of tradition in Ghana as before Islam, before Christianity, no, now was some Ghana dada. And so because of that, in Christopher, any cremophone tune free Ghana. Nanke Behuna and Anama conform in a demonstration or Ghana. What the heck? You are not doing that. Freedom of worship. Into what be say the end to see in this school here. We nyam kwasiase we nyam ntimi ho asese suban no a ntimi ho ase jimi no ne de awura ye freedom ni mu asundue ne Ghana ya asundue man obi ntimi nka no kra ne nche metena na maka ache hu nya ncheche mu ni free baby ha ya nso na abenya timum ye hwe ne ye ne ye mbo ye respect of faith no respect to faith ne ye mmo ho ban obi ntimi nkobon wura man karanta no ko kan chom sa de na nkra ne recite sa ye baba no mu die they need practice baba no mo bo no emmo nkra na dwi. So because of that, into what the man character schools in our court, step by force, yen translating book no more kind into English. Because Ghana for the one to English. Now incorrect Christopher mo mu twem no so te kasa no say bro no mo kan. Say be kunye anam bed o mate de ekoso ma character. Obi any right. So the man character schools court. See yen translate one form of worship, no more faith no in the Quran, specifically by force into English. Send be our neighbors be whether they are saved or not because me te kasa na sia. What are you planning? Obey any right. Yes, respect them. A form form of worship. Then the person here want to say, "Mintim was a subai, tan me dem say mintim was me the tinchina me see ye dem me them. Oh, a day. We be nice in the mission school. E obotom. O see before answer na Ghana ye be hu ade friend to. Ye be je to atechiro man. What the assure yam ya produce even mahama. Ya president. Ono na kan. O say free education or enjoy it. Mission schools ya na ahwe Ghana for Methodist in any sa no man. Pentecostal schools ahwe Ghana free teaching basi ne. Omo deserve to be assisted. Na wo kura wo ye papa ba ko mo obi a. Obe person ni pan beda wase. Ti say na aban no da Methodist schools na sia. Why do you have a problem with it? Dey bia be time. Na so nim say no kra no unya no ba bia sa ha. Ana wo sabeka. We any issue a ekoso e wo Ghana as a fake. The Wesley Girls Senior High Schools, any mission schools are K1ng Ghana. Ako GMO Supreme Court. The attorney general or no the initially no sinka. Also no on to San 720 because nyansa sem. Yes, of course. Though ye NDC ni, but the nun chase ni nyansa ira or beka no kure nyansa sem. Bitimi ko bon ura man karanta ko yes an kwasa sem. Freedom of worship. Let's respect the faith of others. At the assemblies. At the end of the day, any Islamic school. At the end of the day, a mission school. And we will bet me compare Islamic schools to these schools, if it is the mission schools, so then Islamic schools, and some of them, because almost anti who demonstration say Islamic schools in special says or mom ma your friend is say Christians now other form of worship non practice or Islamic schools and they didn't talk about. You know why? Because Islamic schools, no, most of them were built by the government. They were built by the government. So the government have the right to, enact. The government have the right to make sure, said the 1992 constitution, they preach a year that freedom of worship will be able to worship 100%. A cost will because you will be in a C Islamic school, they have buying taxpayers money. But you see, when you compare it to the mission schools, it's different. Oh, no, in the school. And you're buying a man, no, in the school. And I will say, Papa, why am I 2% funding? It's different from Islamic schools. And when this happens, the other schools are mission schools and Islamic schools. But the Christopher see because in himself Ghana they tell you the analysis no. A Christopher schools ne doors. Most of the schools the Christopher see but it's being chaired by a Christopher. Especially most of the universities. Now almost okay say omudo but it's a private universities hold over Ghana and buying so as you know omudo move. What will happen? Ghana better years of years. You respect idea lawful. Obi na mission school. Maybe a Pentecost ni then the see school. Now be need to Pentecost the school. Now by the head the community no me buoni pado do. No so be so masia. E different. I don't just say wait me ambassador wo mra wo. O person so masia because me boa. So aban the person also mission schools na say because of the mission schools boa aban ni sika yesen. Schools say na aban next year. You know the number of schools are built by these mission schools. Yeah, the Jimmy's are not mission schools, not close to schools. No, Abine is still finding money to build better schools. You won't cross your brain enough in other part, the southern part of Ghana. School put you hot. You be beyond any policy, and you be beyond here when you Christian, you can't think. Religion will kill you. Think. Me who some panyamia, you know the two Jim are far better than religion. And no be one dream. If you want to be part of a religion, nobody stops you. Your religion, a mount church. And you believe say be bounty now join it. May join a religion, but I will not allow religion to think for me. Religion I to say penny measure penny no to me for. A foot to a papa woman of fact. Live your life like that. And my religion ain't decide how you supposed to live your day. I just Ghana and the baby. Where am a mission school. And yeah, school be to say I see the school be baby and I'm going to be pamunkre before. And no dear, then give support to air traffic. Say where your mission schools and let's respect that. As said by the Attorney General. We should respect their faith. When in some also our Ghana on the Kemaba on the Alabama, so nobody can get a bit. The best share on and if you must share more boss, yay, sir. One not your born on the video, my share of watch you. Yeah, that time because I may edit my young you money at one time. I celebrate. We have the raw footage in out there. Yet be nice away any someone air cost or traffic 1 year Attorney General or more the boom. I'm the boom cost of boom. With the Supreme Court. So the basic beard, a bit more money, see the barber sumo on our next video. K1ng Ghana name, a crown.
K1, oh boy, Juma, we did the Jacob. So now see commentary or social media, no style of blogging, fantastic. So now see commentary, news in the bar. So now see commentary for home, we are so good. Keep on going.
And the style also, the other tribe follow sorted India terminate. That's how Becano is so painful. I know shit. I don't know say I'll comment like or you as a presenter, sports presenter that they are and we maybe our question create a bit. It's all good. We are the K1 will try